Well, hello everyone,
Hey guys!
and welcome to a really special episode
Yes.
of
Masse Art Studios.
I'm Lee,
I'm Jeremy.
and the people that you're going to see up right after us in some back-to-back premieres are part of the Masse Posse.
Yes.
Jeremy, tell everyone what the Masse Posse is.
The Masse Posse are people in our Patreons that we have grown very fond of and love very much.
Right.
And this is going to be all of their Halloween special episodes that they're doing with us.
A little spooktacular.
Yeah.
You're going to see some different stuff. You're going to see some mixed media. You're going to see some canvases and some fluid art. So
Yep.
there's a little bit of everything here. The theme of this collaboration was your favourite horror movie or genre.
Yes.
So that's where we're coming up with the inspiration for these wonderful pieces. Welcome to Catherine Thor, who's our newest Patreon. So well done, Catherine. We had the chance to meet her at the Fluid Art with Friends. That was just this weekend.
So much fun.
So much fun. Elaine Burton Art, Crafty Chicken Mom, Patsy Petrelli, Kathy Jensen were there from the Masse Posse. And it was a lot of fun. There will be more.
There will be more.
Keep your eyes out for some potential dates in February and hopefully some West Coast based locations. So I'm starting a little earlier than 4 o'clock, which was my scheduled time because we wanted this opportunity to say hello to you all.
Yes.
But after me, there is
Tammy at 4:15.
we've got Amy, that's Amy McKeon Art, 4:30.
Yes. We have Nate Bright at 4:45.
Kathleen from Cos Creations at 5 o'clock.
Yes. We have Janice from Just Janice at 5:15.
And then we have this fool, the Showpony. He's going to close us out at 5:30.
Yes.
Now they're all EST, so that's Eastern Standard Time, and we'll list all of their channels plus all of their links to all their episodes and a playlist as well, so that you can go and catch all these people back to back. Sorry, Elaine Burton, who can't join us. She did film a video. She dressed up as Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas, which I would have paid to see.
Right.
But she lost her footage, so we jigged things around a little bit. But that is the lineup: Tammy, Amy, Nate, Kathleen, Janice, and then Jeremy.
Yes.
So this is going to be a lot of fun. Now, we are not pouring on canvases.
Nope.
We're going to be doing something a little different for you. I'm going to use some piggies. We're both using some paint, and the CriCut is actually getting a lot of
in
use.
high gear.
It has. That thing will be burning out for the amount of times we've been using it over the last few days. But thank you for being here. Please sit back and watch some fun stuff. This is all voiced over from us because there's going to be lots and lots of different angles and stuff. But we hope that you enjoy this, and then we will see you at the end for Jeremy to close us out.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Welcome, ladies and ghouls. So if this is not already apparent, today I'm not pouring on a canvas. I'm actually pouring and cricketing and mixed media in on a tumbler. So you just saw me sand that thing down. You need to take that kind of initial sheen off the top of the tumbler. Then I spray painted this with a base coat of white. And then what you're going to see me now doing is putting a very small thin coat of epoxy resin. I like to always use art resin, which you can get from fluid-art.co. And it's about 20-30 milliliters of resin that I'm going to use. Just flashed up the white glitter that I'm going to put on this tumbler all the way around as a base coat. So this resin here is just acting as a way for me to adhere the glitter to the tumbler. It's not giving a thick coating any way whatsoever. I'm popping the bubbles, and then now you can see me putting a fairly healthy coat of glitter on this tumbler. It's a beautiful big box of glitter that I got from Michael's. Tapping off all the excess. Jeremy's finger there showing me where I missed a little bit. Now you can see it sitting sparkling on the tumbler there. Just in case any of you thought I was being super wasteful with my glitter there, I wanted to show you I poured it on top of a piece of paper to keep all the excess. So using my super handy dandy fluid art comb mat, I'm now going to apply a mix of 50% glitter glue, 50% water to the top of the tumbler. Brushing off all the excess first. Why do I do this? Well, before I apply another level of epoxy, I really just want to make sure that that glitter is really adhered to the tumbler, and this will help me do just that. Now comes some of the fun. So I'm going to get some blood splatters onto this glittered tumbler. So I'm taking a spray can of red paint, and as you can maybe or maybe not see here, what I'm doing is depressing the nozzle and then keeping it pressed down a little bit so that it causes little splatters, little splutters of paint. And that's what I'm putting on top of the tumbler here to give it that blood splattered look. So now I've got this beautiful glittery base with all these blood splatters in it, and you'll be able to see them right here as I apply a real thin coat, another 20 milliliters of epoxy to this tumbler. Now when that epoxy was dry, I repeated the process. So there are 2 layers of blood splats in this white glitter that gives it a 3D effect too. So I'm just cleaning up the edge of my tumbler here using a craft knife, going around the inside and also the outside of the tumbler, just so that it's nice and smooth. And then the next thing I'm going to do is start putting on my decals. Now, as some of you may know, if you are aficionados, that is the carpet from The Shining, which is actually my inspiration for this cup. Now, I printed that out onto white sticky vinyl, and I'm going to put little borders of the Shining carpet onto my blood splattered mug. Freehanding, kind of, you know, being a little free and easy with these, but I'm also trying to get them as evenly spaced as I can. And yeah, you'll watch me take these on, put them off a couple of times as I go through this process. Wasn't particularly easy, but it was well worth it because I really love this design on this cup too. And this tumbler, by the way, is a 30-ounce skinny. Here I'm just making sure that all of the edges are completely stuck to this tumbler because I'm going to add some more epoxy to this one very shortly. Now let me speed you up as I get the other kind of banners of this carpet onto this tumbler. Goodness, this one was giving me some serious jip for some reason. I just couldn't get it right, and I really wanted the spacing between these 4 banners to be as evenly spaced as I could, but I got there in the end. Okay, next thing I want to show you are some of the decals that I'm putting on to really take this into The Shining. So we've got the Shining carpet, there's Johnny busting through a wall, I got the twins, and I got some red rum. Now I found all of these images online and printed these ones onto clear sticky paper so that you could still see the blood splattering behind it. And then I've also printed some words out using the CriCut. This is some little black pinstripes that I printed out using the CriCut just to like finish off the banner there, just to make it look all neat and tidy. And then I'm just putting pinstripes across all of these before we get to the next stage. pinstriping is done, we're in the blank open spaces, we're going to stick some more of these real fun decals. So I've put some tape at the top and the bottom of the tumbler just to give myself a little border so that everything then is kind of a little bit neater. And I'm going to start with the twins, so going to put 2 of them within each of the borders, space these out evenly, kind of play around with them and make a little fun design with them. Again, these are printed on some clear sticky vinyl and just taken from an image I found on the internet. And then next up is the red rum sign that goes on here too. Now I'm just moving this decal around because I didn't like where it was placed now, but and that's one of the beauty of this vinyl, you can kind of move it around as you see fit. Now before my next layer of decals, clearly I had to get Jack Nicholson on here as Johnny, I did apply another thin layer of epoxy, again just to help with that kind of 3D effect. Another image taken from the internet, printed on some clear sticky vinyl. Got a couple of Johnnies, and then we got some words to stick on here. The words we printed out in black matte vinyl using our CriCut that we have at home, which has been getting a lot of use recently because we've been doing a lot of these tumblers. But before I stick it onto the tumbler, I just got to weed it out. So anyone that's got a CriCut knows what this process is. All I'm doing here is removing the excess vinyl that I don't use, and then taking one of the little picks, you just weed out the bits where to reveal the letters. So they are revealing out the R and the O, and then these now are also going to be stuck on the tumbler too. Here's Johnny. So then stuck the cutout vinyl onto some transfer paper, making sure that all the letters were on there nice and neatly, and then you transfer that onto the tumbler or whatever substrate it is that you're using to get these decals onto. It's a really simple process. It's so much fun. Jeremy and I are having so much fun with using our CriCut and kind of CriCuting everything here right now, but it's kind of addictive too. But I really loved how this came out. Definitely going to put another coat of epoxy on this one just to seal everything in. In fact, there's maybe 2 more layers on here, just so everything is nice and smooth. Next, we're going to make the top of the tumbler look really spooky and awesome too. So I've taken some UV resin, which you saw me add into my little cup there, and then some glitter, mixing the glitter into the UV resin. Now, if you've never used UV resin before, it's really fun. It does not set until you apply a UV light to it. But I wanted it more red, so I'm adding in some TLP Rad, one of their brand new pigments. I'm wearing a mask here as I do that, because you've got that puff of pigment fly into the air. But this now is some glittery redness that I'm going to use as blood on the top of my tumbler. Now I've sanded down the top of the tumbler and I removed the little slide from the top, because I don't want that here. And I'm applying the UV resin to the top of the tumbler. Next, I'm going to take some paper because I forgot to do it. So Jeremy's helping me here put some tape on the bottom of this tumbler so that the resin doesn't spill out through the little holes. And then I'm going to take some resin popcorn. Now I bought these from Amazon. They're just little resined popcorn kernels. I've sprayed them with blood just like I did the tumbler. I'm arranging these in a kind of a one layer here, not piling them on top of each other just yet, and then I'm going to hit them with a UV light to set them. Oh, a little bit more blood on the top. The UV light is actually what cures the resin, and you need it on here for a minute or 2 just to cure the resin, and it'll set. And I'm going to turn it upside down and set it from the other side as well. And then I'm going to keep layering these little bad boys. That Rad TLP, which you can also get at fluid-art.co, really elevated this glittery blood. It was really awesome. I really loved the effect that I got with it. Now I can't have a shining cup without an axe. So I got these little kind of tiny little charms. They were like bloody scissors and axes and all sorts of stuff. And one of them was perfect for me. So I'm just setting a blooded axe into my blooded popcorn, which is going to form the topper of my tumbler. And here she is. This is the tumbler getting this final coat of epoxy resin, another 20-30 milliliters of a resin, so it's not a lot. And this will form my final layer, which will make the tumbler real nice and smooth. You can't feel any of the decals, and those see-through stickers just disappear into the resin. And here it is, all finished, my shining tumbler. I love all things horror, all things Stephen King, as does Jeremy. We're both fans. So this was a lot of fun to put together. I hope you love it. Now, please go head over to Tammy. She's the next in our lineup. And watch all of our fun, inspired horror movie and genre pieces. We hope you enjoyed these as much as we did. Thanks for being here, guys.